calm. I'm laying down, eyes closed, trying to find the peace. Head heavy with thoughts that never seem to cease. Day's been long, I'm drained, I'm through, but the stress keeps calling like I ain't done with you. Bills on the table, phone blowing up, pressure in my chest, yeah, it's feeling kinda rough. But tonight I ain't letting it win, gonna shut it all down, let the dreaming begin. I just wanna sleep, let it all fade away. Leave the worries behind, let them wait for another day. In my dreams I'm free, no trouble on my mind. Close my eyes and I'll leave it all behind. Mind racing, I'm pacing, chasing the calm. Heart beating fast, but I'm singing my own song. Got the weight of the world on my shoulders tonight, but I'm dropping it all when I turn up the light. Close the door on the noise, the grind, the pain. Tomorrow's a new day, I'll face it again. But right now, I need that sweet escape, drifting to a place where the worries break. I just wanna sleep, let it all fade away. Leave the worries behind, let them wait for another day. In my dreams I'm free, no trouble on my mind. Close my eyes and I'll leave it all behind. Floating in the dark, stars up high. No more stress, no need to ask why. Just the sound of silence, no pressure, no pain. I'm lost in the night, free from the sky. I just wanna sleep, let it all fade away. Leave the worries behind, let them wait for another day. In my dreams I'm free, no trouble on my mind. Close my eyes and I'll leave it all behind. Yeah, I'm gone into the night, I'll fly. No more wait, no more reasons to cry. In my sleep I'll find my peace of mind. Good night world, see you when the sun shines. Yeah, I'm gone into the night, I'll fly. No more wait, no more reasons to cry. In my sleep I'll find my peace of mind. Good night world, see you when the sun shines. Yeah, I'm gone.
Beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Everything is in ultra settings. 2K. Just the ray tracing is off. Getting 90 to 100 FPS.
Oh, where'd he go?
This is kind of jump scare. Venture.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm done.
What the fuck?
Venture. इसका दिल निकाल के ले गए. Horror game है भाई.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
पति पत्नी है क्या ये?
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Very
Time to get to
murder
work.
Getting 80 FPS. Not bad.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation. This is the map.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can...
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Move, bitch.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
These are the victims.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson. Whoa.
FBI, open up.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Now this is the scene of the
Right,
crime.
इसका तो लौड़ा
We
दिख रहा
found
है.
him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
धुल्ली
Thanks,
वाला का.
Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
बांध के किया भाई.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
डालना इमेज.
Think. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers.
एक से ज़्यादा लोग मिलके
Quite the
मारे
party.
हैं।
Oh,
बस लगना यहीं पे लगेगा, देखना है चूतियापा कर रहा है गेम। देखा चूतियापा है भाई,
they
लगना उसको
planned for the
ही
murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
नहीं नाम तो पूरा चिड़िया वाला
Why
है भाई।
here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component.
हाँ, ये
They
तो
didn't
बहुत
see him
दिमाग
as a
लगा दिया।
person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
भाई भूत से बात कर रही है।
You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. What?
Up from the lake that's...
This mug always cheers me up.
प्रोफाइलिंग वाओ हो गया प्रोफाइल check the lake store yeah
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
check the fucking lake store
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
बैठ जा इधर लोगे तेरी कोई मार देगा
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
इसे
From
गार्ड
the
में
lake.
इतना गुदा कैसे है? अकेला खड़ा है
Probably
उधर,
looking for
murder spot
shelter.
में।
Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out
ऐसी
yet.
भूतिया जगह है भाई, इधर कौन आता है
Lots of
भाई?
questions.
Stranger जगह में।
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Piece of paper.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines
Do like the
scratched
stream,
out and
boys.
added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Profiling. Let's do some fucking. ये क्या है भाई? Map. Okay.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
इससे crime scene में जाना है क्या?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
I have to examine the body.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
Hey,
You got
you
it.
made it back. Good.
I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
क्या शॉर्टकट दिया है बे? फंसाएगा लगता है लौंडा.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
क्या है बे? तो है.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent.
क्या भाई ऐसा बकचोदी सुनेगा मैं. Good. Rishi Nandan, hi bro. What's up? How you doing?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed,
Welcome to the stream.
tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To
Venture,
record
क्या ही हो रहा
a
है?
snuff film?
Maybe. And why
One sec.
take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Shortcut key.
And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Fine, how are you? Bro, I'm great. I'm great, bro. Just playing this game. This horror game.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Diner. Just playing this horror game which looks
I
really
can't get
cool.
that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here
भाई
for
बारिश
this
के
mystery.
मौसम में ऐसा गेम खेलने का अलग ही मजा है, वो भी हॉरर गेम भाई.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
1 sec. Just give me 1 sec. I'm back. चलो टाउन तो मस्त दिख रहा है, हरियाली.
Hey! Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know.
सुबह के 6 बजे इन लोग क्या बकचोदी कर रहे हैं भाई. कभी 6 बज रहा है.
Not enough. That's all much.
तैयारी कर रहे हैं शायद.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
Interview the witness at a diner.
few more days.
Oh, deep.
Where's the fucking diner? अपने का तो मैप नहीं
I'm gonna
मिला.
go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
What do you mean got it? मैं चल अंदर रास्ता ही नहीं पता. कहाँ गया ये?
Man, it is sweaty in these suits, isn't it? Charlene, are you as comfortable as I am?
इधर है.
You don't think the amount of hot caffeinated beverages you've done has anything to do with it?
Good afternoon. Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
हट साले.
Take your time.
रास्ता से.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
Excuse me.
Hot.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
FBI open up.
I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
एक ही dialogue.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
तुम ही लोग
And
मारे
then
हो
we
बेटा
bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers? The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why? So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
एक्टिंग क्या कर रही है बे दे चुपचाप
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No.
क्या बकचोदी कर रही है
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
बता रिवर्स इंटरोगेशन कर देती
Hi.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Sure.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey!
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Agent?
क्या चल रहा है भाई इधर?
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only I...
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body... The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
अच्छा पानी कहाँ से आया मेरे रूम के नीचे? हैं?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
अब होगा डिटेक्टिव 007. अबे कौन सा था वो डिटेक्टिव वाला सीरीज नाम भूल गया मैं.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Just stripped open.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
They are.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Correct.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. That's not right.
Cult symbol. चट खुद ही ऑपरेशन कर दे रही है ये तो वाह
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Thank God. Holy fuck.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
करूँ क्या?
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
And hut.
Vanished.
भाई गायब हो रहे हैं कुछ लोग तो. End of chapter. खतरा गेम है भाई. Song is nice. भाई कॉपीराइट नहीं लग जाए इस सॉन्ग के कारण.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up.
लोग कहाँ थे
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Wait, इसको मर्डर कर दिया क्या?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There is no rational explanation to what we just saw.
भाई literally एक
I'd
और
love to
मर्डर हो
blame
गया.
this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
जाएगा कहाँ है?
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all.
I need bolt cutters.
Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared?
They're a fine pair.
Good day. My client has been held here long.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous.
Let me speak to them or
We
not?
need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have.
We'll be right with you.
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
स्कूल चले हम
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Wait. I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages.
Hardy her.
Something
I just
didn't want us
installed
to
my
have
new
them?
9070
Or was
XT.
protecting
Great,
him
bro.
from Nightingale?
That's great.
Spontaneous combustion? I don't know.
Which one?
Not the kind of disappearance
Sapphire
we normally
is
solve.
which company?
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale.
Which one
But the
did you bought
page
though?
did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something
Ace of
around here will
Sapphire.
tell us.
We've
Anything
seen this
else?
symbol before.
Good eye.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a
Gigabyte
monster.
9. That's great,
I've
bro.
watched you arrest plenty of monsters.
Congratulations.
Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
You played some games or just installing it right now?
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is.
Just got done playing Cyberpunk and I'll try everything. Yeah, bro. The GPU is really too good. It will handle fucking any game in 2K and even 4K. Cyberpunk, you must be getting 100 FPS, I think. 50 FPS. You're playing in 2K or 4K maybe?
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just be
50 FPS in 2K or 4K is good. Also, you must be playing in Ultra, so. What CPU did you get? Cult symbol. What 100 FPS ray tracing at? Oh, you're using ray tracing, that's why. Ray tracing, that's everything, bro. AMD 5? What do you mean by that? Ryzen 5? Oh, I have Ryzen 9 7900. Nice, nice, bro. Ryzen 9 7900. It's good. Now you can play any game. Every game. 4K or 2K. It must feel really good, bro.
Bare feet.
Fucking ultra
Nightingale.
settings.
I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time,
got
KC?
you, man.
Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Should we just try Cyberpunk or any other games? M5 socket. Yeah, I got you, man. I know what you want to say. What is micro shutters happening, bro, in this CPU? I don't know. I have a M2 Samsung 9100 for all my games. You must try more games, bro, like Wukong and everything. You should try Call of Duty, bro. Call of Duty Warzone. That game is too much demanding. this a dead end? M2 SSD drive, 14,000 read and yeah bro, SSD is like